This is it, what? Cohiba lit, what? We got that yak up in the cup and getting bent, what? Put some smoke in the air, this your shit, what? And raise your glasses if everything classic. This is it, what? That Chiba lit, what? You got some drink up in your cup and getting bent, what? So put some smoke in the air, this your shit, what? And raise your glasses if everything classic. Stogie like
They can't reach this level. I'm a 1%er, baby. Part of that 1%. Come on. Come on. Come on, Chef. Keep working. You can't run. You can't run from me. You can't run from me. Go get the money, baby. Man, where is that? Come on. Come on. Pussy. Ah! Woo! Pop this bitch ass down, didn't we? There we go, baby. Hey, hog it down, Sam. Try to run. Try to get out of there. Hawk it down. You gave him a head start. We'll hawk it down, Sam.
You were tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. February 20th, it's going to be the return of the Can Man. Anybody can get it. My main man, AB, Adrien Broner, is going to be back in the ring, main event, and I'm loving this card. I'm loving this card, not only because AB is going to be back, and we definitely need AB in the sport of boxing. He just bring more eyeballs to the sport. The undercard is nice. The undercard is nice. Otto Wallin versus Dominic Breazeale. Otto Wallin gave Tyson Fury all he can handle and some in their championship fight. And Dominic Breazeale is coming off of the knockout loss to Deontay Wilder. And a lot of people don't say this about Dominic Breazeale, but Dominic Breazeale got up from that shot. Like, he got up from that right hand from Deontay Wilder, and I mean, Deontay Wilder threw that thing from hell. He threw that from Hell Street. You know what I'm saying? That jab straight right hand was one of the most vicious jab straight right hands you will ever see in the heavyweight division. And Dominic Breazeale got up. Now it was the count was at 11. You know what I'm saying? The count was at 11, but he did get up from that shot, which is absolutely amazing. Even when I look at Deontay Wilder when he knocked down Tyson Fury in the 12th round and Tyson Fury got up, I was like, yo, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Otto Wallin. But we got to find out if he for real. And then Dominic Breazeale, we don't know what he's going to look out. We don't know what he's going to look like coming off of that type of a loss. You don't know how a boxer is going to respond. So that's a really, really good heavyweight fight. It's a good style matchup too. Like, Otto Wallin should be able to get off offensively. But then at the same time, I think Dominic Breazeale is going to have opportunities to land his shots as well. So I think that's a good style matchup. And then we got Robert Easter Jr. Robert Easter Jr. is always in an entertaining fight. The only time he was not in an entertaining fight was against Francis Bartholomew. That might have been one of the worst fights I've ever seen in my life. And I was really looking forward to that too. But they both was horrible in that fight. But usually Robert Easter Jr. comes in and he gonna give you a show. He gonna let them hands go. He gonna be in the pocket and he gonna do what he do. Now, for the people that have been watching Robert Easter Jr. for years, and y'all are still asking, why doesn't he use his height? Why don't he just pop the jab out on some Tommy Hearns type shit? He ain't Tommy Hearns. You know what I'm saying? You got some guys that are tall for the weight, and they just like to get on the inside and put in work. Paul Williams was like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not comparing Robert Easter Jr. to Paul Williams. No, I'm not. But they are two tall guys for their weight class, and they like to get it on the inside. So if you think Robert Easter Jr. is just going to turn into this boxer on the outside, it's not going to happen. Like, Robert Easter, he is who he is. And he's fighting Ryan Martin. Ryan Martin is 24-1. But Ryan Martin is a solid fighter. Like, he's going to come in the fight, and that's going to be a dog fight. That's going to be a dog fight. So this is a really, really good card. And then to cap it off with AB. And to be honest with you, they're putting him in against a guy that is naturally a 135 pounder. Naturally a 135 pounder. But the actual weight for this fight hasn't been decided yet, which makes sense. I think it's going to be between 142 and 145. I don't think they're going to make AB go all the way down to 140. I mean, AB was probably about AB might have been damn near 200 pounds. He might have been damn near 200 pounds. And I think it might just be genetics, because his dad is big. You know what I'm saying? And we all know AB has had a lot of issues outside of the ring. Just, alcohol, partying, court cases, the whole nine, just putting himself in bad spots. But it's good to see AB working. When you got family, you got a lot of kids, when you got lawsuits and things like that, that'll find a way to motivate you for sure. So I'm a fan of AB. I want to see AB succeed, but reality is reality. AB is one of the best self-promoters in the business, but AB hasn't got a win in damn near 4 years. He hasn't got a good-looking win in 4 years. So we need AB to get back in the win column. We need to see how he's going to look inside of the ring. We still don't know if AB is going to fight at 140 or 147. Now, I'm going to get at that in another video. I'll touch on that in another video. I think he needs to fight at 140, but, it has to be a situation where he's fighting at 140 and he's physically healthy. Like, he can still perform on fight night. Like, he fought Mikey Garcia, and he came in, I think, at like 138.5 or something like that. And he was in that fight, and he looked like a dead man walking. Like, he just couldn't pull the trigger. And Adrien Broner gets criticized for not throwing enough punches, or not, quote unquote, letting his hands go. I'm like, Adrien Broner never, quote unquote, let his hands go. The difference is at the lower weights, when he hit guys, he was hurting them. And then once he hurt them, then he let his hands go. Once he moved up to 140, 147, all of that shit was a wrap. When he was hitting guys, they was standing right there. They might have been buzzed, but they was standing right there. Like, take the Jesse Vargas fight. When he fought Jesse Vargas was taking those shots. But AB decided he was going to have to let his hands go to win that fight. He didn't start letting his hands go till like round 5. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm talking like really let his hands go. You know what I mean? So Adrien Broner has a lot to prove. He has a lot to show, but he hasn't won in a very long time. And for the sport of boxing, it's better if AB is winning fights, because then we can bring up AB with other big names. We can bring him up with Danny Garcia's, the Keith Thurmans, Boots Ennis. I could see Al Heyman doing an Errol Spence, Adrien Broner pay-per-view if Adrien Broner can run off like 2 straight wins. I could see him doing that. I'll tell you this, there's a better chance of you seeing Errol Spence versus Adrien Broner pay-per-view than an Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford pay-per-view. I can guarantee you that. But this card looking good, man. This card is looking good. I'm looking forward to seeing Otto Wallin and Dominic Brazil. I'm I'm looking forward to seeing Robert Easter Jr. and Ryan Martin, and it should be a good night of boxing. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.